Chabone ma sheepes Persian DTM Serenity TeddyGreyOnStuff. Apparently I have to make eye contact in the beginning of my videos now. Whatever. Today, more Cllevio Serbiano. The guy was literally released from prison yesterday, so I'm guessing we're gonna hear something from him very soon. Hopefully we get a noisy collab as well. Hopefully them two stop the beef, and hopefully Clevio keeps himself out of trouble and out of prison from now on. Inshallah. Without further ado, let's go. I got the English translation, so you'll be pleased to know.
Cllevio Serbiano, Çuna ty kallash, zit gjyn bereta, 100 gram do pjot mbushe trupi hekra. Qa diti për burgun, aty kam tek djem, rinin jam mori burgu. Fyr 27, 6 i ka te burgu, plezërt e varezat fratelo që nga burgu. Anarkist Fabio kallash ka qy sistemi, ka marrën shok policia. Shtetit qerosi bjondi olsi, lari impulsiva. Dori vizi endri orineli gjysa kinga I kremi e vë.
Jesus Christ, in every single Clevio song that I listen to, he drops so many names. Like, I swear he spoke about Keira Knightley in one of his... Like, I thought maybe he was referencing cocaine, because I've heard American artists call it sniffing that Justin Bieber, like as in the white, the cocaine. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I thought maybe he might have been on about that, but it's Clevio. He could have been talking about anything.
Anarkist Fabio kallash ka qy sistemi, ka marrën shok policia. Shtetit qerosi bjondi olsi, lari impulsiva. Dori vizi endri orineli gjysa kinga I kremi e vë. Si kampe pushimi, lukse dhe te burgu, s'esh problem dënimi. Lirit ku fizur, shok te takimi. Rezik shmria lart, rrethe kum si s'kena krimi. Qapot pengon ty pse u rritën te burgu. Arsye me miliona, kobra qen te burgu. Trima gangstera, jetoj te burgu. Gjysa jasht, gjysa te burgu.
Was he... Right, I don't know if he meant this. I watch a lot of battle rap, okay? But he says, for millions of reasons, cobras are in prison. Now, cobras, they have like a hood. So cobras stay in the hood. So the people who are in the hood are the ones in prison. Did he mean that? Or did he mean cobras as in snakes? And am I just looking into... This pisses me off. I need to ask them, you know.
Si s'kena krimi, qapot pengon ty pse u rritën te burgu. Arsye me miliona, kobra qen te burgu. Trima gangstera, jetoj te burgu. Gjysa jasht, gjysa te burgu. Edhe unë jam pjesë e botës krimi me kama. Kamera sigurisht filmoni thejë panorama. Shefi policis firmon se masat rrezikshme. Për psikopata, rutina për tishme kriminela, skizofrena, grupe struktur.
Psychopath! I love the way Albanians say psychopath. Psychopath. That's so sick. Ugh.
Shefi policis firmon se masat rrezikshme. Për psikopata, rutina për tishme kriminela, skizofrena, grupe strukturun kartela.
The flows that Clevio manages to pull off sometimes. I don't know how somebody with his... Because it doesn't feel like he's got like a lot of prowess in the music industry. But his flows are actually insane. Which one was it? Was it Parody or was it Yenye? I cannot remember which one it was. His flows are insane, man.
Rutina për tishme kriminela, skizofrena, grupe strukturun kartela. Sani sa u shifri, erba sa matera. A je kuriosi si kalohet tek është tjela. Shiko filmin Nelson Mandela. Je skeptik ti, pyt fatos nano. 25 del na burgu, Lucky Luciano. Respekte quna, Cllevio Serbiano. Edhe ty që t'ka mërzit, ti dora mano. Palestër me quna, dhegur tek pasioni. Muri maskines kalon vetëm avioni.
The Great Chinese Wall passes only the plane. What does that mean? Does that mean like the Great Wall of China? Like obviously it keeps things out, but if you go above it, if you're above all of that, if you're above it, so maybe he's talking about the negative criticism. Like if you're above it all, it's of no object to you. Maybe, I don't know. I'm reading through the lines like. Probably way too much. He might just mean a wall.
kines kalon vetëm avioni. M'kapi iluzioni kur merrte malli kontakt nga telefoni. Mërzitesha mërzitën do mërzitën kupton ti. Për klient psikopat për anën idioti. Buzas ndoti, më mdushe I keri formato piloti. Shumë forës kisha, një mashinata. Positivi prita 2020.
For Cleo, I was a psychopath. For Anna, I was an idiot. So he's saying that some of the mistakes that he's made have been because of women. Shorty, do you not love me? So maybe that's like a very introspective bar from somebody who's been in prison, who's had a lot of time on his own to think, and maybe he's thought that many of the mistakes that he's made were just emotionally reckless, or him being emotionally reckless. Do you know what I mean? I swear to God, if you can look through if you can look through some of the savagery of Clevio's bars, because he's a guy that's, like I say, spent a lot of time on his own and been in prison, he's somebody who you will be able to take away little gems from, little nuggets of information, little bits of his life that you can potentially, you know, put to your own and learn from. Do you know what I mean? I feel like they're in there, but because he's obviously got this image that he needs to keep up, he's got to spread a little bit of that killing people and gang shit in there, you know? But I swear, if he just made like a two-pack kind of record, like talking to the people, I think he'd do very well.
Për klient psikopat për anën idioti. Buzas ndoti, më mdushe I keri formato piloti. Shumë forës kisha, një mashinata. Positivi prita 2024 data. Nata 1000 libra depresioni situata. Taksirata ikën, taksirata mbajta. Qapo tutti, redi blot artista. Ama trugës kriminera jo repista. Argimedi shok 17 vjeçte Belgjika. Jam gjys në arma adrenalin qytika. A I kurios, qatë të qeta koku. Katër për jetë që mos e mërzit shoku. Më miri fundit me shë se sa I t'mer patur. Këtu ka leksione, tu s'ka fjartur. Ndo me deputetin ambjenti I vogël jeton dhe parlamenti. Nipi diktatorit shka dhe hierarkis. Me I vogli nga pjestar, unë s'ti shajrop dhe shpis. Kjo s'ishte ironike, qoba nga burgu, kjo s'pak sinike. Normal se ti se di po e ti zoti Arta Hoxha. 21 bis qëndrën kriminella posa. Tos janë informacione, kam shkel fizikisht pa probleme mendore. Dit për dit, diskutime psikologe. Dena në fjer inteligencën pjonde. Ti s'mogu tonë se s'ta ka vazhjetimi. Jo opinionista edhe ty t'cilin. T'jap komplimenta, femrën ke kampione. Po tishet e burgu do vinte ta konte. Qavo mendo, qavo.
Jesus Christ, he said a lot there, bro. From the point where he was talking about the parliament was living in a small environment, the grandson of the dictator. Bro, from that point until the point that I just paused, he just said a lot, bro. I'm the youngest of the members, but I do not offend the people of your family. This was not ironic. Fine from prison, that's somewhat cynical. Like, I'm good in prison. I think that's what he's saying. Normally you don't know this, but Mr. Hoxha knows it. At 41 Bliss, there are boss criminals. I'm guessing 41 Bliss is a prison. So maybe he's saying that, you know, there's still people taking care of business inside. Like, locking people up doesn't work. Everyday discussions with the psychologist, bro. He's on deeper meanings.
Jo opinionista edhe ty t'cilin. T'jap komplimenta, femrën ke kampione. Po tishet e burgu do vinte ta konte. Qavo mendo, qavo dhu, kampi blu. O buta, unë kam shkena da lullu. Qapo tutti, ramushi batoni. Pepsi unano, aktualitet kupton ti. Përqet ironia, Edi Ramës. Jam peri shampione, lartë palmës. Pundu e pisa kerte pisa stu t'jemi vamës. Vlog buzën David, bëllën luan. Personaje histori, vëndet sa.
I mean, is he lying? I don't think so. You know, shouts out to DJ Geek. We've all thought it, bro. Shouts out to Ladry too.
Ironia, Edi Ramës. Jam peri shampione, lartë palmës. Pundu e pisa kerte pisa stu t'jemi vamës. Vlog buzën David, bëllën luan. Personaje histori, vëndet saktura. Tim seri neshtje qasje vodi aventura. Panter për artista, ironi vënomi. Knockout vlezit Klitschko, Pacquiao, Tyson. Grusha që m'kanë qytë, numrojnë me raste. Po ti t'kujtojnë qa vi me jena gjysat Amerikës. Unë jam a I fikës, nga sytë e tu, unë shfash ndjenja frikës. Trimat falin, konflikte qasti, syta thiksës ta kisha I nastën. Hitler janë nazist, shilvetin te koka, kur kap depresioni, pizana.
What is he? He said Hitlerian Nazi, Gillette on the head. Now he does have the swastika tattooed on his arm. And somebody told me that was because he killed a Serbian or something. It was something to do with that. I personally thought when I first saw it that maybe he had to do that in an American prison so that he wasn't seen too much as a foreigner. Because if he was seen as a foreigner, then the whites would have hated him and the blacks wouldn't have let him in their gang because he's not black. They do everything by race too. So he would have had to program and fit in somehow, you know. And in prison, it is, you know, survival of the fittest. Sometimes the fittest means the fittest mind, the strongest. And sometimes you have to adapt to a situation in order to survive. So I wouldn't hate him for that decision, do you know what I mean? But if he's coming out talking about Hitlerian Nazis, then maybe it wasn't a mistake to get the swastika tattooed. I don't know. Maybe he feels like Hitler has a point, you know? If you read Mein Kampf, you probably can be persuaded. I'm not saying that I was, but some of the shit made sense.
Cllevio Serbiano, konflikte qasti, syta thiksës ta kisha I nastën. Hitler janë nazist, shilvetin te koka, kur kap depresioni, pizza naksa edhe kokra. Qie motherfucker. Ne kur jemi shok, ndrojmë edhe roba. Hanë gjithë bashk, ditë vëm dhe qoba. Ditë los me vdekje si t'ishte loj poker, korteshi I qatë, satani shok ver. Trom ditje psishike terapi me psikiatre. Psycho motherfucker, kaktela pirate. Unë jam eduku gjithmon kundër sistemi. Kam qyqy për shok, qunat për mu theri. Ta ndjesh muzikën time përdor stimulanta. Alkohol, drog, kokra, m'ko kam diamanta. Shumë shok që s'po përmën, janë te izolimi.
Qa janë quna?
Edhe ju jeni
pjesë e këtë tregimi. Për gjithë qunat ku doj që janë për pot. Qunat I kam kriminella në për buqe gjithë potën. O budat. Shje.
Fucking hell. And that all at the end kind of rhymed as well. I don't know. I feel like he's a very mixed character. Do you know what I mean? I feel like he's a very mixed character. I don't know what to take from him. Do you know what I mean? It feels like some things that he says are supposed to be proverbs. Do you know what I mean? They're supposed to be things that you can learn from, but then in the next line again he's talking about killing people. Like he talks about regret and about mistakes that he's made, but then in the next few bars he's talking about potentially making more mistakes and about how other people around him are making mistakes, and because he's rapping about it and not condemning it, he's condoning it. Do you know what I mean? And that's why he's got, you know, so many friends in prison or so many friends in graveyards, because that's the life. Do you know what I mean? If you're reflecting on these things as mistakes and regrets, then you have to stop the cycle. You know? I don't know. I feel like he's a very smart man, but he's using his brains for the wrong things. You know what I mean? If he put all of his brain activity into creating lyrics, he could be the Unicatil of the next generation. Do you know what I mean? As he progresses, because I feel like he's got a lot to say. He's got that sort of I'd say an American influence, but with an Albanian's mindset. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like he could do a lot more than he's currently doing. But the tracks are sick and you can learn from them. It's just very, very confusing when it goes from juxtaposing ideas and opinions, you know. And please let me know what all this Nazi shit is about, because I've got no idea. TeddyGreyOnStuff. Deuces.